What is up? All right, so this may include some spoilers for anyone who has not run through the Fallout 4 campaign yet, especially if you are thinking about which faction to go with. So real quick, I went with the Institute, and you notice here I have the Institute armor. And what I am looking at right here is the Prydwyn. The Prydwyn is the Brotherhood of Steel. It's like their home base in game. And this is basically. So this may include some. Let me hold on one second. Excuse me. So in the Institute mission, you are supposed to take down the Brotherhood of Steel. It's the Shadow of Steel mission or something, I believe is the name of it. Can't remember the exact name of that particular mission, but more or less this is it right here. And once you destroy it, you come back to the airport. You'll notice, if I go over to my mini map, you'll notice that normally the Prydwyn would be somewhere right in here in this little area, be floating up above, and then you had the Boston airport, which was the Brotherhood of Steel base. And now you can see I can build like a settlement here, and the Prydwyn is collapsed before our eyes. So and randomly I'll come back to the airport, and there will be Brotherhood of Steel members here, and I'll have to fight them. Usually it's not many of them. Usually there'll be one guy in power armor, and the rest of them will just be in like fatigues or whatnot. So usually about 8 or 10 of them. I will kill them. And last night I decided to go back to the Cambridge police station, which if I come over here and I'll show you, let me see if I can find, I don't remember where it is. Oh, right here. Nope. Right here. Cambridge Police Station. So when you first run through the main storyline of Fallout 4, to meet the Brotherhood of Steel the first time, you'll meet Paladin Danse, and you'll meet a couple of his other soldiers in the Brotherhood of Steel. One of them was named, I think, Rhys, or Rhys, or Rhys, or something, R-H-Y-S. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But, and then you meet a female, I don't remember what they called her, like a commander or something. And you start doing side missions for those too. And anyway, so last night I decided to come back here to the Cambridge police station. I was like, you know what, let me go see if there are any fusion cores or whatever like left over, because since I've beat the game or the main storyline, I had not been back to the Cambridge police station. So when I got there, of course, there were some Brotherhood of Steel people there, and as you can see right now, there are a few up here. But let me defeat him, and then I'll show you what I'm trying to get at. So let me just knock this guy down. Okay. No cores there, but he does have some armor. I'll come back and get all that stuff in a minute. So it looks like there's someone in here that I can't get to. They've got it all locked up. And every time I come here, it's always something different. It's always Brotherhood of Steel people here, even if I clear it out. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get inside to get on the computer, and I'll show you. What I believe is like the spoilers or whatever. So once you defeat the main story with the Institute, you destroy the Brotherhood of Steel. You'll randomly run into BOS members or whatever. But in the closing sequence of the main quest with the Institute, you never really find out what happens to like Elder Maxson or Paladin Danse or any of the other Brotherhood Steel members that you come into contact with. It leads you to believe that they were on the Prydwyn, and the Prydwyn gets blown up. Like basically you overtake the Liberty Prime, and you use that to like shoot the missiles up and blow up the Prydwyn, and supposedly like Elder Maxson is dead. And you'll hear people, when I fight Brotherhood of Steel, they're always like, oh, this is for Elder Maxson. This is for Elder Maxson. And so I think that he is dead or whatever. But let me go ahead and get those fusion cells, but I'll take them anyway. But if I come in here on the computer, let me just get in here. There's Piper. Who's out there? Another guy right here. Huh? So anyway, so let me come back over here. Ugh, move, Pipa. So if I come over here, this is where like the two like commanders, whatever you would do, not commanders, I don't know what they were called. Oh, right here, Gladius personnel terminal. So when I log onto here, you can see Paladin Danse personal logs, personnel status. All right. So when I come here to Knight Rhys, this is the ones right here. Look, Knight Rhys, active. So he's still alive. Sergeant Dawes, deceased. King, deceased. 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 Halen, active. So there's the female, and then the other guy that you do the missions for. They're still active. You never find out what happens to them or whatever. So obviously, and then there was one that had Paladin Danse that says active. Maybe this one right here. Subscribe Haley's. Let's see, medical files. Paladin Danse right here. See, it doesn't say deceased. So I don't know if that's like a spoiler. Obviously, it's going to be in the download content because it doesn't say deceased right here. Treated, Knight Rhys, same one that said he was still active, didn't list him as deceased or whatever. So I don't know, maybe they just didn't update the files. But anytime you defeat, like, say, like a sentry or a sentry gun or something, and you get on the computer to deactivate them, it'll tell you whether they're active or inactive. And same thing, I'm assuming here with the Brotherhood of Steel computers. If they're dead, it will say deceased. If they're not, it'll still say active. So I'm just assuming that they are still all active members and that they are not dead and that they are going to somehow be in the download content, whatever. Maybe I'm just far reaching here. And but I mean, obviously, you not actually having a battle with them means that stupid phone. You not having to fight them like one-on-one obviously means that they have to be in download content somewhere. I mean, that's just obvious thinking, but I just think that this is like further proof to that fact or whatever. Anyway, I just figured I'd share it. Anyone who maybe has run through with the Institute mission, go back to the Cambridge Police Station and check out some of the stuff there and see if you can find any clues as to where, you know, Knight Rhys or Knight, whatever the girl's name was, and Paladin Danse, and there's no way to figure out where Elder Maxson is. I went back to the Boston airport and looked on all the terminals there. I think there was like 2 of them, and it doesn't list anything there. So I don't want to assume that he's dead. I like to think that he's going to be in the download content, just because he was like a main character, and you never really like go one-on-one with him, and he's such like a badass or whatever, you know, in the game, or supposed to be like such a badass. So, you know, anyway. Stupid little quick video here, sorta, not really. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.